guys, welcome back. It's Shelby. Today I'm making a craft that I don't actually know what it's going to be. I'm going to be using a balloon and the wood glue from my other video, and basically I was interested in the way the twine formed the shield around the balloon, so I want to try that just with the glue and see if I can make kind of this transparent bubble shaped thing, and I'll either make it like a bowl or a tea light holder or like a hot air balloon sculpture or something. I don't actually know yet, but I'm gonna get started and kind of take this craft wherever it goes. We'll see how it turns out, but the first step is to make my little glue bubble, so that's what I'm gonna try. Okay, step one, blow up a balloon. Let's try that. That looks pretty good. So that's my balloon, and basically I'm going to rest it in a cup because that worked pretty well last time, on top of a plate to catch drippies, and I'm just going to cover it in my wood glue. So I'm going to change the angle so you can see that, and that's basically step one because I don't really know what I'm going to end up doing with it, but I want to see if I can get that shape. And this is staying pretty round. I was kind of thinking it'd be more of a like shape like that. But we'll give it a try. We'll see what happens, right? That's the whole point of experimenting. So I'm starting out with my balloon resting in the cup, and I'm just pouring some wood glue on top of it, and then I have just kind of a bristled brush and smoothing everything out in a thin layer, adding more all the way down, and basically until I have kind of a rim around the bottom of the balloon, but just making sure that it's a nice even coat, not too thick. I didn't want any bubbles, which it was kind of bubbling a little bit, so I had to go back over it with a brush a couple times, but otherwise it went on pretty easily. That's basically what a single coat looks like, and then I put it in the cup to dry overnight. So this is the next morning. It does look like there's a coat on there because I can see bubbles, but I think I'm definitely going to add another coat and let it dry while I'm at work. Okay, coat number 2. I didn't actually take it out of the cup. It kind of like sealed to it a little bit, but that's okay. I don't think it'll be a problem since I don't actually know what I'm doing with it yet. Coat number 3. It's hard to tell because it dries clear how thick the coat is, so I just put another one on because when I pop the balloon eventually, I want a round like thing remained for glue. So coat 3, possibly more to come. So eventually I did get tired of making more coats of glue, so at this point I'm going to decorate what I've got and just include a thin band of glue around the kind of center of my sphere, and I'm adding just decorative flowers, and then I'm also going to decorate the top of it a little bit. And this probably wasn't the best way to put them on, but it did actually work, and then I just decided to kind of seal them in the middle of glue. So I'm adding more to the top of it, and I definitely would not suggest going all the way around because it started dripping like crazy. But then I'm just brushing the glue down onto the flowers, so it kind of glued them to the balloon and then kind of sealed the top of them as well. So that's the idea of that. And then to decorate the top with, I took a long piece of yarn and covered the top with glue, and I'm placing this out in a petal fashion, kind of like to mimic the flowers below. So from above it looks like a flower from above, from the side it just kind of looks like looped little petals draping down. And that one I just put in between each of the flowers, just brought a little petal down. And then I put some glue on top of the yarn because it didn't stick perfectly, so I just put a lot of glue on top to get the ends, and then I put like a big old dollop of glue on my actual brush and kind of pushed in the yarn on the sides for that and secured it down more securely in that method. And this worked pretty well for the yarn. It actually worked pretty well for the flowers too, but it worked especially well for the yarn. You can see it just kind of holds its shape and lets you shape it a little bit more. All finished and dry, and that's what that looks like. Okay, so here's where I'm at so far. I've got a balloon with the glue around it. It's kind of made a hard shell. It's also kind of flimsy. I just put some string in a flower kind of pattern and then glued some flowers on with wood glue. Now's the moment of truth. I'm basically going to pop the balloon. I think I have a vague notion of what I want it to turn out as, but if the glue shell kind of breaks when the balloon does, I'm out of ideas, and I don't know, then it'll just be a failure and there won't be a video tomorrow, so hopefully. So I have a knife and I'm basically just gonna cut it because I did create a pretty good seal around the cup. And that might cut the balloon, I'm not sure, we will find out. Think of thoughts, this needs to work. Actually, there we go. Oh, okay. So I actually have like a pretty good little seal around the bottom there. All right, here we go, moment of truth, ready? So it's starting to pull the glue in a little bit. I think I just need to like get the balloon cut more so that it's not putting strain on the glue. There we go, it's opening up more. Okay. Don't quite know if it's gonna work yet. Just cutting it out before it has a chance to like completely collapse my glue. Please work, please work, please work. So the idea was that the red balloon would come out entirely. That's not happening. It's staying in the glue. But that's okay. That's not bad, the red under it. So I like that. And my idea was, I was thinking about it, to make kind of like a hot air balloon style tea light. It's still shrinking. Like it's still shrinking. So I guess I'll put that to the side and get to work on the rest of it, and hopefully it works out. Stay positive, it's gonna be good, either way. Okay, so basically what I'm doing to attach the candle to it, I've put it on my cup for now just to keep the shape, but I have these, and these are what you buy in the store for wrapping around flowers to keep them upright. They're just like the really flimsy green sticks. You buy like a bag of them. So I was thinking I can get two and hopefully just do that, right? Just like cross them. That should work. And then cross number one, doop, without stabbing myself, and then cross number two, doop. There. And now they're connected, I think. Totally. Actually, we'll just spin those one more time so that they are actually connected. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. I have my multi-purpose tool right here. Okay. Then I'm going to take my tea light. Just put it right there and then bend these up around it, and hopefully they create like a cage, sort of, that'll like keep it in place, hopefully. You'll find out. Actually, crossing kind of works. It doesn't really go with the balloon idea, but crossing kind of works. Actually, you know what else would work? I bet if I made these like bend down a little bit and then go up. And just kind of hold it like the tines of a ring. That makes sense? I think that's gonna work. I'm gonna try it anyway. These things are super cheap and I have a million of them, so if it doesn't work, I'll just grab more. Okay. Put it down real quick. Okay, yeah, that kind of works. It's not the prettiest thing I've ever made, but totally looks like the bottom of a hot air balloon with a little basket. And so the people will be in here, but it'll also be the flame. Kind of like in a real basket, you have the people in the same basket as the flame, so it's not like weird and morbid, like that's art imitating life, sort of. Okay, I'm taking some tape and adding it to the sticks, which is going to be glued inside of my balloon. I think the balloon's still like contracting in there and pulling my little glue bubble down. Actually, you know what? Maybe let's try and take the balloon out. That's either gonna be a really good or a really bad idea. Try and remove the balloon. Okay, yeah, this is working. I think it's gonna take a lot of pressure off the glue because it's like suctioning it in. This is what I had originally intended, was like this translucent bubble. Oh, you're not just gonna leave a little tiny, come on. There we go. Okay, this is perfect. This is actually what I had envisioned, so this is pretty cool. It's just a bubble made of glue. That's actually exactly what I wanted. I'm super pleased with that. Like really, really happy with that. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, take 2 of putting tape on my sticks to be taped inside of the balloon. So right now the balloon's holding its shape nicely, and I'm just kind of pressing them lightly into the inside rim of them, just below eye level. Okay, I did not account for the fact that the balloon would be much heavier than the candle. But it's actually like, it's looking how I wanted it to look, which is pretty cool. I just need to figure out a way to reinforce it. I'm thinking maybe just like a tea light might work. Let's try that. Okay, that's it. Okay, so this was maybe not my best craft, but considering I started with a bunch of random things with no concept of what I was gonna do, it turned out okay. I think if I had a little bit more options as far as materials to work with or more time, I did not do my time well this week, and it's basically the night before I need to post this, so it kind of is what it is. So this is what it essentially turned out as, which is super cute. It's like an adorable little hot air balloon tea light thing, which is awesome, and it actually holds its own weight up, which is really great. I basically just need a way to secure the bottom part. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is pick up like a little glass tea light holder, like, you know, the really tiny ones that are like $2 at the craft store, but I don't have that. But what I do have is my starfish seashell, no seashells, just starfish tea light holder that I made a few videos ago. I'll link it up in the corner if you want to see it. And basically I took the candle out of it, and I'm going to use that to hold this so that it doesn't fall sideways because it's a little top heavy, which is not the right thing for it because it's still a little big, but it will prevent a fire. So what I'm going to do is light it up because I have honestly no idea if this top part's going to burn. It'll collect the heat because it'll just go straight up. But I don't know if it's flammable or not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna light it up and see if it works, and hopefully it does. And if so, then awesome. And if not, then I will put out a fire. So yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, ooh, that's hot. I just burned myself, but we have fire. Do you see that? Yeah, kinda. There it is, ta-da. These things get hot, man. Look at that, look at what I just did. See where I burned myself? Ta-da! Awesome. Okay, so aesthetically, I'm not calling this a failure. It's kind of a win. It's cute. I like it. Logistically, functionally, maybe not so much of a win. Maybe skirting the edge of failure, but you know what? That's okay. You win some, you lose some. And I think if like I had a glass thing underneath that fit, it would secure it and it would be a lot better, like just a tiny little glass thing. This is way too big for it. But the idea is there. And you can kind of see it, like look at that, like that's cute. If I could figure out a way to, actually what I could do is just glue, I could very easily just glue these prongs to the glass and that would stop it from moving around. But then I'm really committing my starfish holder, which I love and actually use a lot, to being a hot air balloon tea light holder, which I'm not sure I'm ready to make that commitment. I'd rather just buy like a glass tea light holder and glue it to that. So yeah, that's it. What do you think? You can't win them all, but if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and hopefully the next craft will work. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.